In the long history of the NBA, there are legends. And then there are anomalies. Players who were more than just superstars. They were glitches in the matrix. Physical specimens so dominant, so different, that they forced the world to question the very rules of the game. They aren't just the GOATs, they are the Alien Club. For decades, this club had only 4 members, 4 players who broke basketball. Until now. Because in 2024, they welcomed their newest member. And he might just be the most unbelievable one yet. First, let's be clear. This isn't another GOAT debate. Players like Michael Jordan and LeBron James are legends who perfected the human limits of the game. They are the peak of what a basketball player should be. But the Alien Club is different. An alien is a player whose unique physical gifts or skills were so overwhelming that they created a fundamental imbalance. They didn't just play the game. They forced the game to adapt to them. Their stat lines looked like typos. Their signature moves were considered unguardable. They were, for a time, unsolvable puzzles. And there have only been 4. The club's founding member is Wilt Chamberlain. In the modern era, we celebrate a 50-point game as a monumental achievement. Wilt averaged 50 points for an entire season. We call a 20-rebound game a throwback performance. Wilt grabbed 55 in a single game. He was a statistical impossibility, a 7'1" track star who was stronger and faster than everyone on the court. The league literally had to widen the paint and change the rules on free throws just to give everyone else a chance. He wasn't just playing against his opponents. He was playing against the record books, and he won. He was the first alien, the man whose numbers still feel like they're from a different planet. The second member is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. While Wilt was about raw numbers, Kareem was about possessing a weapon so perfect it was a cheat code, the skyhook. It is, without debate, the single most unstoppable move in the history of the sport. A shot released at a height no defender could reach, with a touch no one could replicate. For 20 seasons, everyone in the league knew it was coming, and for 20 seasons, no one could do a single thing about it. But his alien status isn't just about one shot. It's about unprecedented longevity. He won his first MVP in 1971 and his last Finals MVP in 1985. He was an elite, dominant force across 3 different decades of basketball. That combination of an indefensible weapon and a career that defied time itself makes him the second member of the club. Then came the force of nature, Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq didn't play basketball. He weaponized physics. At 7'1" and 325 pounds, he was a paradox of size, strength, and agility that the league had never seen. He didn't just dunk the ball, he tried to tear the entire rim down with it. He didn't just post up, he displaced defenders into the stands. The league's only answer was a strategy named after him, Hack-a-Shaq, a desperate, almost pathetic admission that the only way to stop him was to foul him and hope he missed. He was a physical anomaly, so dominant that other teams' GMs built entire rosters of disposable big bodies just to throw at him. He broke backboards, he broke defenses, and he broke the conventional logic of how a man that big should be able to move. For years, the club remained exclusive to giants. That a 6'2" guard from Davidson broke the game in a completely different way. Stephen Curry didn't just master the three-point line, he rendered it obsolete. Before Curry, a 30-foot shot was a last-second heave. For Curry, it became a layup. In 2016, he made 402 three-pointers. To put that in perspective, the all-time leader before him, Ray Allen, never made more than 269.
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining.
He introduced the concept of offensive gravity on a scale we'd never imagined. Defenses had to pick him up the second he crossed half court, which warped the entire geometry of the floor. He single-handedly changed the mathematical formula for winning basketball. He proved you didn't have to be a giant to be an alien. You just had to be impossible. And that brings us to the present, to the newest inductee, Victor Wembanyama. What makes him the 5th alien isn't that he does one thing that breaks the game, it's that he does all of them. He has the statistical impossibility of Wilt, the first player in NBA history to record over 1,500 points, 250 blocks, and 100 three-pointers in a single season. He's putting up numbers that we've literally never seen before. In his first 3 games of the 2025-26 season, he became the first player ever to score 100 points and get 15 blocks. The numbers are already starting to sound like typos. He has the unstoppable weapon of Kareem. His jumper, released from a point nearly 10 feet in the air, is essentially unblockable. It's his version of the skyhook, a shot that exists on a plane where defenders simply can't reach. He has the game-breaking force of Shaq, but on the defensive end. We talked about defensive gravity. Players see his 8-foot wingspan in the paint and simply give up. Last season, players shot over 20% worse when Wembanyama was their primary defender. That isn't just defense, that's a statistical black hole. And he has the geometric absurdity of Curry. He handles the ball like a guard, shoots step-back threes, and runs the fast break. He combines the impossible skill of a guard with the impossible frame of a center. He is not the next evolution. He is a different species entirely. He has taken the defining traits of the 4 most game-breaking players in history and synthesized them into one 7'4" frame.
He's unbelievable talent.
You know, he'll just keep getting better.
One-of-a-kind type of player.
Let the guy change the game.
In the spot, and I came with the fellas. Ray Mac.
Victor Wembanyama.
The Alien Club doesn't accept applications. Its members are chosen by the game itself when a player comes along who is so unique, so dominant that they leave no other choice. Wilt Chamberlain broke the stat sheet. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar broke the concept of a single shot. Shaquille O'Neal broke the backboard. Steph Curry broke the three-point line. And Victor Wembanyama? He's on his way to breaking everything we thought we knew about the limits of a basketball player. Welcome to the club, Wemby.